My life at UET began on 15th of November 2021. All the newcomers, including myself, are a little nervous and confused, but our seniors from 2020 batch guided and motivated us. Unlike a lot of other universities, we started programming early on and at a very fast pace. We started with C++. My first program was as simpler as prompting out "Welcome to UET" on console. Programs are of less complexity up till midterm. We worked on logic building by resolving several problems weekly in our labs and programming days. We also started developing a business application of our choice. I chose flight reservation system. A passenger can enter their details and book flights, while the ticket agent manages passengers' data and add new flights. After midterm, the level of complexity increased rapidly and we were given more complex problems to solve. Some advanced concepts used in these assignments were interesting to implement. Here are some of those assignments. During last 2 weeks of our semester, we developed a 2D console-based game. I chose 2048 because I was fascinated by its idea. The goal of this game is to make the final number 2048 on the board. We also learned basic level HTML and CSS just to get a know-how of web development. Besides all that, I designed websites using advanced libraries in the past. Overall, the first semester had a great impact on my skills as I learned a lot from it. The basic goal was to develop expert level logic building to be able to solve any sort of problem.
1 week later.
So now it was time for us to learn object oriented programming in the second semester. So we started with learning C# language. We converted our previous projects written in C++ into C#. Then we started object-oriented programming and one by one we learned all four basic pillars of object-oriented programming. This course was more focused on design of the system in which object-oriented programming helped us a lot. Just before the midterm exams, we were given 6 projects of different scenarios to develop using the object-oriented programming concepts we learned before. Here are those 6 scenarios and their working. After midterms, we started development of desktop applications using Windows Forms. I converted my console-based application into desktop application, which took my project to next level. Then we started developing a game which was also in Windows Forms. But the main objective of this game was to develop framework that can be used by consumers to develop any sort of game. In the last week of our semester, we started Python and we learned enough of it that we were able to convert our business application from C# into Python. Finally, a year well spent at UET. The learning experience was great. In the end, I want to thank our teachers, especially Dr. Awais Hassan, Ms. Maida, Shahid and Sir Laeeq Niazi for guiding us so well. That's all from the first year. The best is yet to come.
खत्म होती है पूरी नहीं हर कसम होती है फिर मिलेंगे कभी अजनबी की तरह दिल में सुबह रखी है सुबह